morning, everyone. We are the group 3. Inspired by the chapter Western Water, our topic is water. So we are going to talk about water, water resources, water-related projects in different countries. First is about Three Gorges Dam. Three Gorges Dam actually is the largest construction project in China since the Great War. And Grace has more to tell. Second, Pavina is going to share some facts on water resources of her country, Tajikistan, followed by the presentation on rivers in the country of where Anastasia comes from. And I will take over the fourth part, will explain to you whether it is safe to swim in the river Rhine. And then Anastasia will come up here front again to make a conclusion. So Grace, the floor is yours.
Hi, I'm Grace. Please remember that at the end of our presentation there will be a quiz. We will ask you questions, and if you can give the right answer, you will give a prize. Now I will talk about the Three Gorges Dam. Rising from the waters in the Yangtze River of China, is the largest concrete structure on the planet. It is 2 kilometers long and 60 stories high. And it will produce about 20,000 megawatts of power, twice as much as all the nuclear power stations in Britain put together. The Chinese government regards this project as historic engineering, social and economic success. However, this project has been a controversial topic since its blueprint came into shape. On one hand, of course, it produces a massive amount of power, which is sustainable, renewable, and eco-friendly. But on the other hand, the dam flooded archaeological and cultural sites, and it displaced some 1.3 million people here. And it is causing a significant ecological change, including an increased risk of landslides. And it also threatens the lives of countless species of animals, including the Yangtze dolphin. If you want to know more about the Three Gorges Dam and how people's lives have changed, I would recommend to you a very good film, Still Life. This film was shot in an old village in Fengjie town, which has been destroyed by the building of the dam. This film premiered at the 2006 Venice Film Festival and was a winner of the Golden Lion Award for Best Film, and it is literally the best film that I have ever watched, Still Life. China is short of water resources, but there are some countries that are really rich in water resources, and Tajikistan is one of them. Now let's welcome Pavina to show off the rich water resources in Tajikistan.
Thank you, Grace. My name is Pavina, and I will tell you about Tajikistan, water resources of Tajikistan. As Grace said, Tajikistan is rich in water resources. Amudarya and Sirdarya basins consist of 1,000 rivers, which are a part of the largest water system of Central Asia. There are about 2,000 lakes here, and the significant resources are concentrated in more than 11,000 glaciers. Tajikistan is the second highest ranked among post-Soviet Union countries after the Russian Federation, and the highest among Central Central Asian states. Talking about the economy, what can Tajikistan bring to the international market? Government has decided that the answer is simple: hydroelectric power. And Tajik government dreams of a day not far off when its hydroelectric facilities would allow nation to export electricity to neighboring poor energy countries, Afghanistan and Pakistan. And it's possible if 3,600 megawatt Rogun hydroelectric power station will be built. But the western downstream neighbor, Uzbekistan, has been harshly criticized Rogun project, fearing that it could disrupt water flows which needed for Uzbekistan agriculture. Finally, I want to tell you about specific national bottled water named Obizulol. Obizulol water, laboratories in California, USA, tasted Obizulol and said that it even better than well-known trademarks such as Evian and Levissimo. Obizulol has been granted gold medal among 4,000 water producers at the annual International Water Tasting in Berkeley Springs, USA. So if you want to taste such wonderful water, you can follow obizulol.com. So thank you for your attention. And next part of our presentation will be presented by Anastasia.
Good morning, everyone. Today I would like to talk about Ukraine, about water resources in Ukraine, and my topic gonna be Dnieper, the largest water resource in Ukraine. The Dnieper is the fourth largest river in Ukraine. It flows through Russia, Belarus, Ukraine, and goes to the Black Sea. In the beginning of 18th century and the end of 19th century, the river was connected to the Baltic Sea, but unfortunately it didn't work and it became absorbed. The river is not just the water resource for Ukrainian people, it's also in use for a lot of poets. But for nowadays, it became a very, very huge problem for us. 300 companies throw their industrial waste to this river every year. It causes the unbelievable amount of phosphorus compounds, and also it stimulates the algae bloom in this river. I'm pretty sure that most of us know about the nuclear explosion in Chernobyl in 1986. And can you imagine, this happened like 10 miles from one of the ponds of this river. Unfortunately, there is no more fresh ponds in Ukraine where you can swim during the summertime because of the lack of financial, and also people they get used that everything what Mother Nature gave to us, it's gonna be like forever, but unfortunately it's not like this. We have more and more things what we can do with this water resource, and I would like to highlight this river is 1400 through Ukraine. I mean 1400 miles. It's approximately the destination from New York City to South Beach in Miami. Thank you so much, and now Ebe gonna talk about river in Europe, especially about the Rhine.
Hello again, I'm Ibe. So the title of my part of presentation is Swimming in the Rhine. The Rhine River is located in Europe, flows through several countries, including Switzerland. This picture was taken in the city Basel in Switzerland. So people living in Basel can take a dip in the Rhine River at any time in the summer. So the question is, it has been always like this, clean the river? The answer is no. So a few decades ago, the Rhine was an environmental black spot. Dyed color and chemicals flow down the river, and fish and plant lives disappeared. So it was considered unhealthy to swim in the Rhine. And the city of Basel in Switzerland is famous for its chemical and pharmaceutical industries. If you know the world-famous company, pharmaceutical company Roche, Novartis, they are all located in Basel. So while these businesses brought economic success to the city of Basel, they also discharged dangerous waste into the river. And the Basel city until the 1960s, they didn't have water purification plant, which means the waste from private houses flowed directly into the river. And nowadays, the river is much cleaner. So how has the improvement been achieved? Warning bells sound first in the 19th century, I believe, and when the local fishermen found that some breeds of fish dying out. And by the end of Second World War, some older salmons had disappeared altogether. And the many communities living around the Basel Rhine area become convinced that something had to be done to rescue the river. And then the Commission for the Protection of River Rhine was therefore born in Basel. In 1963, the countries which Rhine River flowed through signed a convention to protect the river. So this set ambitious goals for reducing pollution, and efforts were made to get the factories on the river's bankers to cut their waste emissions. And also nowadays, the the houses are connected with water purification system, which means domestic waste doesn't flow directly into the river. And then again, you can see nowadays, you can really swim safely in the River Rhine, and the water is almost drinkable, and the fishing are coming back. So now, if you are still remain concentrated, Anastasia will make conclusion and plus a quiz with some surprise. Thank you.
So we almost finished our presentation. Thank you guys for your attention. Hopefully you learned a lot of new information from our countries all over the world. And to honor this irreplaceable source of the water, we decided to make some short quiz based on our presentation and also on a school program. It's not gonna be very difficult, I promise you. At the end of the quiz, the winner gonna get some small prize. So the first question is, do you know the largest river in the world?
Amazon.
That's right, absolutely. Okay, the next question is, do you know the 4 largest oceans in the world?
Pacific Ocean, the Antarctic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, and the Atlantic Ocean.
Here we go.
So now it's 1-1.
1-1, exactly. Another question, do you remember from Parvina's presentation, what is the name of her famous water brand?
Ozil Noble?
Nobody remember?
Ozil Noble?
OB? Who said? Okay, let me ask you another question. Do you remember how many rivers through going through Tajikistan?
100?
Who said 7,000? 2? Okay, and the last one,
China's gonna win the prize.
and the last question is about the China. Do you remember the 3 Gorges Dam river built across what river? The name? Wonderful. And thank you so much, guys, for your attention. Hopefully you like our presentation. You learned new information about water resources. And let's honor this irreplaceable source on our planet. It's not gonna be forever, so we need to take care about it every single day and think about the future as well. Thank you.